Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Maybe. Today we're on the stonework at the rear of my house. We've got to deal with all the roots in the joints. If I can get most of it out, because there's so much of it, I've got to rake the joint out as well, so I may as well remove as much of the root as I can. You know, it's going to take quite a lot of gas to do the whole wall, so if I can just remove all the big bits, and then any fibres that are left we can just finish off with the gas. Well, I don't want to set the house on fire for sure. It's quite thick roots all the way through this. As we say, it's a bit tricky because it's very windy. Oh, yeah. Of course, this slows the process up a little. Maybe a lighter. It worked in rehearsal. Right. I found them. I put them down in the other barn. These are so handy to get in, get all those long bits of root out. Also got a lighter, so we can try this now. We'll get there in the end. You've got to be careful with this. I don't want to catch the whole wall alight. There's so much wood and root in there. But we'll be careful. I've got a hose at hand. Yeah. Let's give it a go. That's got it. You could see how it could all go up quite easily. Yep, hose is on. I'm very keen to burn this out because it's still live. Is this going to be any quicker? I'm not so sure. I've still got to rake it all out. I think it could certainly assist in certain areas. Can't put too much heat on the stone because you can damage them. So I'll probably use it in conjunction with what I'm doing, just to get the fine little hair-like roots out. This is tedious, but it does do the job effectively, and that's pretty good as well. This section of wall, it's almost like there's no actual cement pointing in it, it's just clay, so we're having to remove that from the face to get adequate depth in there for the line. What makes this tricky to point up is a lot of areas there is no joint, so you're kind of having to make up sometimes dummy joints just to keep it looking balanced. this lower level gets a lot of weather on it from the rain and it penetrates in, and my floor level is about here. So yeah, it's been cement pointed up to the floor level, what I can see, and above it is above the floor level inside. I'm just grateful that they didn't point this up with a cement product, because the wall wouldn't have been able to breathe. At the moment it's got the clay, I know it's got the root in it, but it's still able to dry out and breathe. Okay, we're getting there. Let's try something else. This is more of cleaning the face up, the stone. I still haven't got a new handle for it. Snapped the last one. There's even sort of fibrous roots over the face of the stone, just here. Still got to use a wire brush, but hey. It's helping a bit. Well, I'm pleased to say that won't be growing back again. So, is that burner effective? Yes, to a point, but it still don't really beat this. But in a combination of the two, you know, you can really get all those fine ones removed. This does the big stuff. Yeah. See, look, it's still fresh. I think the ivy relies on the moisture being obtained. But once it's limed, that withdraws all of the moisture from the wall and naturally evaporates it away. I've got a thin long wire brush, but I've worn it out, so we're using the wider one. I think I may be getting low on gas, that's what the problem is. It's so satisfying when you pull off a big piece of root. Yeah, quick hose down. Right, we'll let that dry off, so it's got moisture in now, but it's not wet to the touch as such. Because when you do your line work after that, you'll notice that it starts smearing all over your stones. And you don't really want that. Time for a cup of tea. Just come back from a cup of tea and it's started to pour down. Right. Let's hope it's just a passing shower. Time for a mix. There's some blue sky up there somewhere. Just not yet. It should pass over. Alright, let's get this mixed up. Yep, it's stopped now. Let's get back to work. Yep, it's still fresh. Ah, here we go. That's got it. That is satisfying. I thought I'd be saying that on a wet Sunday afternoon. Yep, that's satisfying. Pulling out roots out of a wall. Well, I went to a Halloween party last night. Lovely occasion with friends. I didn't have too much to drink, so I was able to get up this morning and do some work. Nearly there. You just have to make sure it's fully absorbed all the moisture. Let's see how much we can get done, weather permitting. I managed to get a little bit more done against the odds. Yeah. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Bye for now.